First day, how was it?
It was good. I like our focus. I really do. I'm not really looking for hit, or strikeouts or anything like that. I think I'm trying to evaluate how ready our guys are to play. And I think the best work that we've had this year has been when we've been apart for 40 days. I think there was some focus and stuff that we left on the table at the end of fall, and I think our guys have been working. I think we saw it as soon as we got back January the 9th and started the small group work, and I think that carried into our first inter-squad of just seeing that our guys looked prepared. I thought they were pretty crisp. Our catchers did a great job. Davis, Daniel, and Tanner Burns come out. We only threw 4 pitchers tonight. Even Elliot Anderson, Richard Fitz were the other 2 guys that threw. I think for their first time really to hitters. Of course, they got to sharpen up some stuff, but I just thought from being ready to play, I thought our focus was really good, even our practice before the game started tonight.
What's your process like? You said 40 days off. What do you do right before that starts, and kind of how do you transition to the season?
Yeah, I think the coaches, as soon as we finished fall practice, they just gave them a good template, a good plan. I want to give a lot of credit to Chris Joyner. You know, we got a strength coach. How many college baseball teams have a strength coach that's been a major league strength coach at the highest level in the world 8 of the last 9 years? So it's not just the movements that he's into, but I can see it in our players, not from a size standpoint, but, you know, we use a thing called conduct, and we're measuring sleep and what they put in their body, and they're doing an evaluation at 10 o'clock every morning. I think we're doing some things that I'm starting to see in our players that I didn't, as soon as he got here in August, that I really couldn't tell or see is this working, and I'm starting to see it in our players. I'm starting to see it in their ability to get up early. I'm starting to see it in their ability to focus for long periods of time. He's made them pay attention to some things. So I think they're moving well. They're focused. I'm seeing, as the head coach and knowing every one of these guys, I'm starting to see it in the players. I'm seeing his impact. And then also Blake Beck, you know, you start talking about player development, you start talking about TrackMan technology, you start talking about the Rhapsodo, seeing all these little gains of advantages. I'm seeing it in our program that we got some guys that really know what they're doing, that are adding some pieces and layers to our program that, you know, we've been using some of this technology, but seeing what Chris Joyner and Blake Beck, their commitment this year has made a difference in the players. And see that.
But you had Tanner shut down for the fall, get back out here. What did you see out of him, and what were you looking for?
Yeah, I think about what I expected. You know, he left a couple fastballs. He had a non-competitive at bat, a 4-pitch walk. He did have some survivability to his fastball as well. The innings were a little lengthier, and I think he's facing 2 extra batters per inning just because that sharpness is not there yet. But it's been a long time, probably. You know, his last outing was Team USA. So we're talking about with, you know, Coach Maneri as his head coach in Cuba is the last time he's really faced hitters. So his pitches were up a little bit. It was only 2 innings by design from Coach Smith, and you know, I think it gave him a starting point to start growing. But arm checked out good. The ball come out of his hand really well. There's a couple of times where, you know, the guy had reached base or he'd given up a hit when he tried to throw a breaking ball and he just wouldn't get to the floor, and then 2 batters later the breaking ball gets to the floor. I think it's just he'll close the gap on that. And he's got something to work for the next 6 days before he throws the rubber again.